everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another movie review. And I got a suggestion from Kishitiz. I can't pronounce it. I'm so sorry. Well, your last name's Harsh. I don't think that's your real name. I believe that's just your screen name. But you recommended a movie by the name of Tare Zameen Par, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, or Shining Like a Star. I think that was the title, and it showcased a very young Amir Khan, which I didn't know. I adore Amir Khan, and to see him, I'm like, he's so adorable. You know, he's typical fangirly squealing and all that jazz. But personally, I think everybody in education should sit their butts down and watch this masterpiece, because it explains what is wrong with the quote-unquote system and the administration. Even my mother, God love her and rest her, but she was a registered nurse, and she was a bit of a private detective, because you could not pull anything, any kind of shenanigans on my mom. Nope, that was not going to fly with her, because she was a Sagittarius. Yeah, need I say more? But I'm on the cusp, so I should know. Anyways, she knew what was wrong with the administration. The administration was the problem. And my mother, she had this ability, just like with Ram. Amir played this role so warmly and gregariously, and he was just such a likable, capricious character that, you know, the kids, and of course the kids are going to love him because he's a clown, but he's also teaching them something that transcends just anything that they can learn in the book, because knowledge, like you said, knowledge is knowledge. And, you know, we put labels on everything, and even Einstein, my idol, Einstein said intelligent quotient is absolutely, you know, it's not pertinent to anything. That it's just it's ridiculous, because you can't measure intelligence through tests. It does not work. How do we try to make a kind of, I'm not speaking very well today, but how do we measure our intelligence today? We do that through standardized tests. That doesn't work for every kind of intelligence that there is, and there are many different types of intelligence. There is even an emotional quotient. There are spiritual quotients that science doesn't even comprehend, but now we're going into transcendence and higher schools of thought. I don't want to get into that in this video because it would be confusing, but anyways, I absolutely love this film, and I could relate to Ishram. And Ishan, you know, I hate to say this, but when I was a kid, I was fine with my parents. I never had any problem obeying them. I always had a good relationship with mom and dad, but I did not do well with authority, and I let this go. This is my past, and this is the last time I'm going to speak about this. But when I was going through, school was absolute hell for me, regardless. But when I was going through the establishment, the cookie cutter grind, and trying to make me like everybody else, good luck. It's no wonder I was rebellious, but I'm still kind of a rebel, and I'm still kind of nonconformist, but I follow the rules. I'm better about that now. When I was a kid, ooh boy, yeah, when I was a child, I was a hellion. I was horrible, and I had to be disciplined quite a bit. I was sent to the principal's office. I beat somebody up. I'm not proud of that. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. The person I beat up, I didn't mean to. I just wanted that jump rope for... No, I'm not a bad person, but, you know, none of that is me now. I've let go, and hopefully please forgive me. The young boy that I beat up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was selfish, and that was wrong, and please forgive me. I don't know where you are, but I hope I didn't scar you for life. If I did, that's on me. And yeah. But anyway, I'm not a bad person. I was in the wrong, and there were what was the football game. Yay. Aerial bombs. Lovely. My dog is gonna go nuts. But anyway, I hate those stupid things. A lot of my teachers deemed me stupid. I've always been a late bloomer, and I guess I developed at a slower pace than most, and the thing is, I understood things that others did not. I got innuendos, I got double entendres, I understood adult jokes, and people like, "Oh, you're precocious." Yeah, of course I am. I mean, I was raised by parents who were as old enough to be my grandparents, but who cares? I was different from the moment I was conceived and when I was actually untimely ripped from my mom's womb. But Sean, I could really relate to, just because I remember being called inadequate, stupid, inept. Oh yeah, I even got called inept later on in life when I was working in a place I will not mention. And oh yeah, this is a really great label: incompetent. Yeah. Thanks. But anyway, I'm not, because I know those are labels that do not define me. They were said in anger, and they don't describe me. That is not who I am. I have gone beyond those labels. Labels are only labels. Words are only words. Yes, words hurt, but when you approach the problem from the right perspective, like Ram does, and see it from another view, another light, it takes a different turn. And this movie was just so beautiful. I cried. I bawled like in Kahonaho. But it was beautiful. And Harsh, thank you. I really appreciate this. Namaste. I'm going to learn some Hindi, dagnab you, but that's all I know in Hindi other than Sasrika, which actually is not Hindi, but it was something that my Pakistani friend taught me from work, and he's a real sweetheart, so I thank him for that. But the songs were exceptional. The color just... Ishan's imagination. I have the same kind of imagination I have ever since I was young, and I'm still drawing. I did an illustration for my friend. It was fan art of Pepper. She's an AI that helps people who have Asperger's and other things. And I just think it's cool that they have things like that for people in the world that don't have the disability. I hate the word disability, but the inability. It's not that they don't or they can't, they just have no other mechanism with which to operate with. And I thought, Ram is on point, and it's just a different way of processing the world and making it work, and persevering. And he mentioned some of my favorite people. My only nag is I hate the fact, and here I go again, but I don't like the fact that they credit electricity to Edison. Yeah, Edison, sure. Edison, yeah, I know he did. Thomas Alva Edison. I love Thomas Alva Edison. However, it's Tesla that should really be thanked for that, because he had the idea of free energy, and he was right on. And Tesla is my ultimate hero of many, and I just love Tesla, especially his humor and just the way he operated and how he thought and his mind. And yeah, I would have loved to have been his friend. I probably would have been his only friend, but you know, I get along with really weird people anyway, because I'm strange myself. But strange in a good way. It was just such a lovely movie. It is very uplifting and enlightening, and I learned so much, and I thought, yes, sit your tuchus down and watch this, because it's just extraordinary and phenomenally done. And I get 5 stars, 2 thumbs way up, and I'd never heard of it until now. And the music is tremendous, and the songs. And my favorite is when Amir finally comes in the clown outfit, and oh, that was great. And all the kids, yeah, they're just loving every minute of it, eating it up, and it just like, he's really teaching them. They, they don't realize they're learning, but it's funny. And that's why I was talking a long time before my dad died. Actually, one of my cousins, she said anime was one way that people can be taught, and I thought, I knew it. I mean, I felt that, because I'm gonna name one anime that actually does that, and it's Bottle Fairy. Bottle Fairy taught me a lot about Golden Week and White Day. They talk about all the festivals and Sakura and all that. It's very, very interesting. I thought, I'm learning, and I'm learning Japanese too. Even though I don't speak it, I know I understand it. I just can't. That one is dog. I really do. It's kind of challenging, but I will learn. It's something I really enjoy. But you get to, and they even do it in a very subtle way, like through Pokemon. They throw in cultural references, and you learn about mythology. And little do you know, it's actually based on the book of even though it doesn't really, you don't really get to see direct reference to the Book of the Dead in of itself. It's based on that. Who knew? But yeah, it's just really quite interesting. Really don't know what else to say other than I'm working on some things and getting some accounts settled and getting rid of Dad's medical equipment, and that's about all I have to say for now. It's just go, go, go. Busy, busy, busy. Until next time. Live long, prosper. Ciao, Judy.